The J.Lohr family founded the winery in 1974, and so we're close to celebrating 50 years as a business. In total, we're close to 20 million bottles of wine at J.Lohr. So that relationship with Ecolys existed when I started in 2007, and then I was introduced to Jean-Francois Gillis from Ecolys, who was running the microbiology program there, and he helped me work through some of our issues we were having with slow and sluggish fermentations on red wine. Over time, that relationship grew into us purchasing and being one of the early adopters in California of the Ecolys system. The foundation that really got us on the hook for Ecolys was not just the system itself, but it was also a project that we ran in parallel with that, which was to isolate our own strains of yeast from our own vineyards. The Ecolys system, not only can it help propagate from a little frozen vial of our own strain, but it can also help us propagate commercially available yeast strains as well. We were buying the high-end branded yeasts, and we've seen that budget go from nearly $100,000 a year to less than tenfold that. With 1 kilo of yeast, you can do what 80 kilos of yeast would normally be required to do if you were just to follow the hydration methods. And maybe it's more like 40 to 1 on whites, because we like to inoculate at a little higher cell count level for the whites. But with one of our 500-gallon batches in the Ecolys system, we can inoculate 500 tons or more of red grapes that came in on a single day. We do feel more informed, and so it not only helps us establish a house style, but it's helped us to maintain that house style, vintage to vintage, vineyard block by vineyard block. Yeah, the Ecolys systems really helped us work through those issues with sluggish and stuck fermentations. I think it's not only the fact that we're introducing a high cell count at the initial inoculation, but that yeast strain is acclimated when it's introduced into the juice, in terms of temperature. And we also have a protocol that we were introduced through you and your company, where we can have batches of yeast that are specifically produced to be introduced later. And so we'll grow the yeast. It's way easier than a re-inoculation protocol. I was reading the other day that, the definition of customer satisfaction is, would you buy this product from this supplier again? And our answer would be yes, all day long.